And thank you. We are going to go ahead and get started with the 2023 back to school orientation for our site coordinators. Hello and welcome. It's so nice to see you all. If you haven't done so already, sorry if I sound like beating a dead horse here, please introduce yourself in the chat, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is the Hartford Performs Site Coordinator meeting for the 23-24 school year. My name is Aisha Mobley. I have worked with the majority of you. I know we do have a couple new site coordinators this school year, so welcome. I will be facilitating this afternoon's meeting. We're scheduled to go for about an hour. Today I'll be discussing a variety of topics, including site coordinator responsibilities, database and programming updates, new programs, new teaching artists, etc. So we have a jam-packed agenda for this afternoon. We will kick off today's meeting with a welcome address from Ree Poirier-Campbell, who's our Executive Director, followed by Tracy Ebicoli, who's the Director of Arts and Wellness for Hartford Public Schools. I'm not sure if Tracy's on just yet. If not, we can double back to her. But at this time, I'd like to introduce Poirier-Campbell, Executive Director for Hartford Performs.
Hi, everybody. It's so good to see everybody again. And I just want to say a really quick hello and thank you, because I see so many familiar faces from previous years. So you came back to us. That is like the best news in the world. And for those of you who might be new, thank you for joining. We really rely on our site coordinators to make sure that the programming in the buildings goes well and that all the kids get the programs that they deserve, that we have set aside for them. And we know that a lot of that work comes down to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to belabor that. I just want to say thank you and get to it with Aisha. And I don't see Tracy, so we can come back to her when she's able to join.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Ree. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, so I'm super excited to introduce you all to Kimberly Cowell. She is the new program coordinator for Hartford Performs. We are super excited to have her be a part of our team. She started with us this week, so she's brand spanking new to Hartford Performs. And I'm now going to have Kimberly unmute and share a bit about herself.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to be here. I come from working with the Connecticut Office of the Arts with the Poetry Out Loud program. So a lot of love for arts. I'm also an independent artist, so definitely a lot of love for arts. I grew up in Hartford, went to Hartford Public High School, West Middle School, and I think it was Jeffrey that was representing West Middle. So it's
Well, is
really
your volume on here or is it on?
Yeah, just show the video. To be here and to be giving back to the community that raised me. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to this afternoon or evening.
Thank you, Kimberly. Before we move forward, if everyone can check, please make sure that you are on mute. So please make sure that your microphones are muted before we move further. I'll give everyone a couple seconds to just check their microphones. For those of you who are just coming in, if you wouldn't mind, just please putting your name and the name of your school in the chat. And also for those of you that have just come in, please be aware that this presentation is being recorded. All right, so we will move forward. So some responsibilities that you will have to fulfill this year as a site coordinator. So as a site coordinator, you truly are an asset to the work that we do here at Hartford Performs. We rely heavily on your assistance to provide students with arts integration programming. Some of your responsibilities include assisting the teachers with program selections and scheduling needs, also sending teachers reminders of different deadlines that they need to adhere to per Hartford Performs, and also verifying that programs are happening in your school. We also look to you to provide us with helpful feedback so that we can take a look at that and make any changes as needed. We also recognize that it's a big commitment to be a site coordinator, and the additional time and dedication you put forth in serving as a site coordinator for your school is insurmountable. And we're grateful for the amount of additional time that you take to fulfill your responsibility as a site coordinator. We as an organization would not be able to fulfill our responsibilities throughout the year without your partnership and assistance. So thank you. As a token of our appreciation, new this year to you all, we will be providing each site coordinator with a stipend at the end of this school year. For those of you that are in attendance today, you will receive a $40 gift card, and I will speak more about that later on in the presentation. So thank you again for all that you do for Hartford Performs and for your students. And just overall, thank you for being an arts advocate for your school. So this year we've been working really hard with our technology department to update our database, and we're very happy that to announce that we have some new database features that will make the process more enjoyable, will streamline it better. So I'm going to be showing you a video in a couple seconds here on some of the new database features. You will also get another recording from me next week that will just consist of how to use the new database features. Welcome to the new and improved Hartford Performs database. This tutorial will show you how to book your programs using the new database features. This is the new page that you will see once you go to the database's website. You will now have the option to browse your programs, or if you've already saved some programs and you're coming back to it at a later date, you can click the Ready to Book. Let's choose the Browse feature. You will then be brought to a familiar page, which used to be the first page upon entering the database. This is the program roster. As you can see here, we have a new feature, which is a favorite section. You'll now be able to click on these stars to build a favorite list. And then when you're ready to finalize your choices, you can click the Ready to Book. So let's favorite a few programs. As you can see, down on the right-hand side, once I clicked on a star, a Jumps to Favorite box appears. Once clicking on the Jumps to Favorite box, it brings me back to the top of the screen where all of my selected programs are stored. Once you've chosen a number of programs that you are interested in, click on the Ready to Book tab. You will then be brought to the contact details page where you will be required to plug in some information about your school. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will select for middle school. As you can see, the site coordinator email address automatically populates in, and you'll be required to plug in your name and your email address, your teacher role, so I will choose grade level teacher, and you will select the particular grade level. You'll then put in the total number of students enrolled in the grade level and the total number of classrooms. You will then continue to the next step. As you can see, you are brought back to the program roster page. This time, on your favorited programs, you will see the shopping cart icons appear. You will also see the shopping cart tab on the right. Click on the shopping cart tab. As you can see, there's contact details. Step 2 is programs. So the programs that you are interested in that are in your favorites section, you can go ahead and click on the icon so that they deposit into the shopping cart feature. As you can see, you see that the total dollar amount being spent on programs is $20, and you can see that the teacher's program budget was also $20. Click to the next step to go to the next step. You will then be brought to the dates page. This is another new feature which will allow the classroom teacher to plug in an actual date of when they would like for the artist to come to facilitate that particular program. So for acting and puppetry, I'm going to choose September 20th, and I'll just change 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if I'd like, I can plug in another optional date. It's not mandatory. 1 date is mandatory, 2 dates is an option. And if there's any additional information that you would like to plug in regarding this date, you can plug it in the scheduling dates comment box. You'll plug in a date for each program that you have selected. So you'll click next program. You'll plug in a date for this particular program. Let's go with December 7th. And let's do a 9 o'clock performance. And we'll choose one more date. Let's go with September 27th at 1 o'clock. Once you have all of your dates scheduled, you'll click continue to the next step. This is the final page of the booking process. As you can see on this page, lists the contact details, the programs that you have selected, the type of performance that it is, the dollar amount associated with each particular program, and the dates that you have selected for each of the programs. Once you have reviewed this page, click Submit Booking, and that completes the booking process. All right, so we're hoping that when we roll this out on Monday, September 11th, which will be the first day of bookings for you all, that you and your teachers will enjoy the new features of the database and find it to be easier to navigate around. We are super excited about the dates feature, whereas you and your colleagues can plug in particular dates that you already have in mind. This will hopefully cut down on some of the back and forth email correspondence between site coordinators or teachers and teaching artists. So we're very excited in particular about that new feature. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything shared in today's presentation, if you can plug it into the chat or hold it till the end, we will have a Q&A at the end of today's presentation. Welcome to. All right, so we're moving right along. So after you submit the booking, you will receive, the lead teacher will receive a booking confirmation email. And so this email will include the contact information for the particular program that they've selected, as well as information on the arts provider. Site coordinators will get one shopping cart email that will consist of all of the recent bookings from the grade levels. So let's take, for example, let's say Kennelly School books on Monday, September 11th. On Tuesday, September 12th, Phoebe White is going to get an email with all of the bookings from each of the grade levels that booked the day before on September 11th. So she will be able to see which grade levels are all set and which grade levels may need some reminders to book their programs. So the day after schools do their bookings, the site coordinator will always receive a follow-up email on any bookings that took place the day before. This is a really great way to be able to, keep on track of reminding teachers to make sure that they're getting their bookings in and just being able to get things done in a timely fashion. So what can teachers pick for in-person programs? So each grade level has $20 to spend on in-person programming this year. Unified arts teachers and PE teachers will have $10 worth of programming for this school year. There should be one lead teacher that is assigned to each grade level. However, the grade level teachers really should be the ones deciding and discussing which programs they're wanting their students to see or take part in this current year. It's just that there will be one lead teacher that will do the inputting into the database. Our in-person or off-site programs range between $0, $5, and $10, so exactly the same as last year. This year, you will only see programs that meet your student minimum. So when you're choosing your programs, if you have, let's say, 80 students in your entire grade level and you're looking for a program maybe in the past from a particular artist and you don't see it this time around, most likely it's because you did not meet the program minimums. So for your grade level, if you only have 80 students in that particular grade level, you will only see you'll see program minimums that meet that 80 students. So anything that's 81 or higher, those programs will not be displayed to you. You will not be able to select those programs. For any off-site programs, please make sure that you consider funding for transportation. Hartford Performs does not fund busing. We do not have funds for transportation. So please make sure that you are doing your due diligence when deciding to take students off campus. So after each program is completed, there's a program response survey that is usually sent out within a few days of a particular performance or program. And we really do encourage your teachers to complete these survey responses. They help us in terms of the direction that we'd like to go with our teaching artists and with the organizations. As a thank you to teachers for taking the time to complete the survey, we will extend to them a gift card. And so just something to thank them for taking the time out to complete the survey. Also, as site coordinators, please do encourage your lead teachers to submit pictures of student work and student engagement in the programs. We like to showcase this on our social media platforms. So once programs are complete, you as a site coordinator will receive a voucher email asking for you to verify that the program happened. So you'll have to verify attendance, so make sure that the counts are exact or put in what attendance that you were able to take there, making sure that the artist has showed up. You'll sign off on all of that. And then once you hit submit, that voucher comes directly to me. I will ask that you please submit the vouchers in a timely fashion. It's very important that we get our artists paid in a timely fashion. Here at Hartford Performs, we cut checks twice a month. So we try hard not to have artists waiting too long after their program to get paid. So if you can help me out with that, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So as soon as you receive the voucher email that will be coming from the teaching artist, if you can go ahead and verify that voucher and submit it on so that I can take care of things on my end and get a check sent out to our teaching artists. Thank you so much in advance. So included in your email that I'm going to send out tomorrow, there will be a link to Calendly where you can choose which day your school will book your programs. So bookings will begin on Monday, September 11th. Please note that Calendly is set to allow 3 schools to schedule per day. Please do not pay attention to the time slots. I had to choose early morning time slots so that the Calendly wouldn't interfere with my day-to-day calendar with Hartford Perform. So please just choose a slot, but please know that you have all day to schedule your programs. We would definitely like, and we're asking that the day that you commit to is the day that you try to reach as close to 100% booking as possible. We do understand that folks may be absent, something may come up, and that's fine if you do it, a day or two thereafter. But as high of a percentage as you can get to 100% on the day that you choose, we would be grateful. So here we have the Hartford Performs timeline for this coming school year. So as you can see, by October 6th, we're hoping to have all programs booked. And so again, the portal will open up on Monday, September 11th. So you all will have all of next week to be able to talk with your administrators to choose a day between September 11th and October 6th to book your programs. So again, we're looking for all programs to be booked by October 6th. By November 17th, we are hoping that all programs will be scheduled. So that means all correspondence has been had. The dates are in our calendar in the database, and we're ready to go. Between October and June, as site coordinator, you will be verifying vouchers online. You'll be reminding your teachers to give the feedback survey, and you'll be keeping in close contact with me regarding your programs. On June 10th, all programs and vouchers need to be completed. So please make sure that you keep these timeline dates in mind, put them on your calendar if that's helpful, but help us to be able to adhere to these dates. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the in-person, in-school, and off-campus field trips. We have lots of off-site performances that are happening this year. And although not mandatory, we are asking and highly encouraging you to take advantage of these off-site performances. Hartford Performs will cover the cost of the tickets. As aforementioned, we do not cover the cost of transportation. And teachers, please make sure, and site coordinators, please make sure that you relay to your teachers that they must plug in the performance dates and times when they submit their carts. We've also added new artists and new programs to our roster. So this year we're going to be offering several cultural dance and music programs, as well as some magazine and book making workshops. This year, the Hartford Stage will offer 3 different connections programs for K-6 classrooms. You will not be able to select these programs through the database. You must complete the SurveyMonkey. So I will be sending that out to you on tomorrow. Connections has a limited number of spots available. Please know that Hartford Performs does not choose who gets a slot and who does not get a slot. Hartford Stage does it on a first come, first served basis. So if you're interested in any of the Hartford Stage Connections programs, please be sure to fill out that SurveyMonkey as soon as you receive it. I will email you, as I stated, with the registration link tomorrow. Please pass it along to your colleagues. Okay, so what you'll get from me by tomorrow, you're going to get a recording of today's meeting. You're also going to get a copy of today's PowerPoint. You'll receive the email copy of the database login and password setup in case you need to redo your credentials, your login credentials. And you'll also receive an email regarding the Hartford Stage Connections link. So as I mentioned earlier on in the program, those of you who are in attendance today would be receiving a $40 gift card. So this is a $40 gift-o-gram. So you would receive $40 to apply towards a gift card of your choice to over 200 popular brands to choose from. So if you're wanting a Visa card, Starbucks card, Target card, you'll have carte blanche in terms of whatever type of gift card you would like. The giftogram along with the instructions will be emailed to you, and this will replace the $40 stipend that was previously given to you all for attending this meeting. So we have transitioned to doing a gift card, and your gift card will be available to you same day. So once you fill out the information, you'll get the card the same day. All right, and so that completes today's presentation, and we can go ahead and open it up to any questions, comments, or concerns.
Aisha, once our teachers book their days and times, will they still receive a follow-up call from the artist just to confirm that date and time?
So they won't necessarily get a phone call from the artist. They will get a follow-up from the artist if the date has to be changed. So
Okay.
if they do not hear from the date, they should assume that the date that they plugged in is the date that they're going to go with. Most of the artists are conditioned anyways to reaching out to the teachers regardless. So it's pretty expected that they will hear from them, but if they do not, please tell them not to panic. It means that their date was selected and accepted and they're good to go. But if not, then the artist knows to reach out to the teacher right away to propose a different date.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Aisha, there were a few questions in the comments. You did respond to some of them, but just to verify
Okay.
that you received they heard the follow-up. What date do bookings need to be in by as one of them?
Yes, so October 6th. So we open up the portal open up the database on Monday, September 11th. So next week, I'll be sending out the Calendly link so you can start having conversations with your administrators. And once you have a date solidified, you're going to want to fill out that Calendly link so that we know what day to expect your school to be booking on. Bookings need to be done by October 6th. Obviously, we do extend grace here at Hartford Performs. So if there is a little hiccup and you couldn't meet the October 6th deadline, we can absolutely work with you.
Okay, and just a little bit of information on the receiving this presentation, that it will be sent out.
Yes, it will be, yes. So everything will be sent out today. So you'll get a recording of this presentation. You'll actually get the PowerPoint as well. You'll get the Hartford Stage Connections email. You'll also get the login and password reset instructions as well. And then you'll get a separate email for those of you that are in attendance today. You will receive a separate email for your giftogram.
Okay, and so I believe that should answer the next question, but just there was another part to it. It says, just to clarify, any teacher that completes a program survey will receive a gift card. If correct, is there a limit on this?
No, we do not have a limit on that. We're grateful for all the feedback. So if the teachers are, filling back after each of their programs, we welcome it.
Okay. The next question is, are we choosing a date to book as a school, or did you choose dates for the schools?
No, so you all are choosing a date to book as a school. So the Calendly is for us here at Hartford Performs to to know what day you all have selected, but that is a conversation that you should be having with your administrators on which day works best for your school, and then go ahead and plug that date into the Calendly. And please keep in mind, as I had mentioned, the Calendly is set up to accept 3 schools a day for bookings. So please make sure you're having those conversations sooner rather than later, and plug your information in on that Calendly link.
Hi, Aisha. This is Patricia. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Will more programs be added throughout the year?
So not throughout the year. We have completed our program application. We've added our new rosters, and all the programs that we have added, the new programs that we have added for this school year have already been added. We add
Okay.
new programs during the summer. So we do have quite a few new programs that are going to be offered this year. A couple cultural musical programs and dance programs, as well as a bookmaking and magazine making program.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Prima wants to know specific to Hartford Pre-K Magnet. She wants to confirm that HPKM North will be 1 grade and HPKM South will be another grade. And that's what was done previously.
Yes, we will keep the same setup, Prima.
Okay, and does Pre-K get a program? That's a different question from someone else.
Yes, Pre-K gets a program. So if your school has Pre-K, yes, they do. They will get a program.
Aisha, sorry, pre-K only gets 1, or do they get the $20?
They get the $20.
Just checking.
Yeah.
And Candace wants to know, does the library get to book a program?
So if the library is one of the considered under the umbrella of Unified Arts, so if you don't have if you have like a music class, an arts class, we can use a library class if that is a class that students go to. We can use that under the umbrella of Unified Arts. So we try and look at visual arts, music classes, any of the Unified Arts would be the preference. But if library is considered a specials class, we can use that. Yes, and that would be a $10 program budget.
Hi, Aisha. This is Phoebe. I have a
Hi.
question. Hi, everybody. So good to see you. I have a question and a comment. So I'll just start with the question. I know in previous years, they were required to do the response survey and 1 lesson plan. Is the lesson plan still required? No, I see Emily shaking her head. Okay. So just
No, it is not. Nope.
Okay. All right. And my comment is, I've been with Hartford Performance for a while. So what you guys have done is absolutely amazing. I am loving the technology with the shopping cart and how convenient this is going to be. So I just love you guys. And I just want to just give you your props on this because this looks phenomenal. I can't wait to roll it out. It's awesome.
I second that.
Thank you. We love that.
Piggyback on that too. Phoebe was my mentor. Yeah, Phoebe was my mentor, and now this is my 3rd year doing it at ESM. And thank you for the picnic basket last year. It was awesome. And we have a lot of new teachers this year, so I know they're going to be excited to start this. And thank you for the follow-up at the beginning of the year about how we didn't use like 2 programs. So that was really helpful. In clarifying, because we don't have music, but we do have STEM. So can you just clarify that with the UA? It's 2 UAs and 1 PE. So that's 3 classes. How does that work?
Yes, that is correct. So 2 UAs and 1 PE. Yes. And sometimes schools can get a little creative. We're aware of what the arts or the UA programs look like at some of the schools. So if you have some questions when you're getting ready to book, if you're not too sure, don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me an email. I'm happy to help. And we have to get creative sometimes as well. We're happy to do that as well. So yes, but traditionally 2 UA classes and 1 PE class.
Aisha,
With a
can I be
$10
annoying and ask
program
you another
budget.
question?
Mhm.
Can we split, we have 4 UA classes. Can we split it so each teacher could pick one or something like that? Or does it have to be, I have to choose who doesn't get to do one?
That is a tricky one. You know what? Contact me offline. We'll have a further conversation about that, how we can make
Okay.
it work.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Emily.
Hey, Pat, great to see you. Great to see all your faces, everybody. We're so looking forward to this year. And if your school has an iGoals teacher, your iGoals teacher has $20 budget as well.
That's right. Thank you for that, Emily. I did not share that.
Oh, never mind.
Lynn was asking about the Unified Arts teachers getting to pick programs, or if there were only 2, or if only 2 teachers, I believe. But I wasn't sure if that was clarified for her. So if you could just go over that for us.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, Lynn, I saw you unmute. Go ahead.
I'm good. That answered my question. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
While I'm unmuted, what's iGoals? Should I know that? And if I don't know it, I don't need to worry.
Pretty much.
If you
it's
don't
the-
know, go ahead, Emily.
if you don't know, I think you don't need to worry. But they're
Right.
some schools have special needs rooms, and the district calls it iGoals. I hope I'm correct in that language.
Aisha, I'm still confused about the Unified Arts. So specifically at Naylor, we have a music teacher, a dance teacher, a PE teacher. So those would be our 2 unified plus PE, but we also have library as a Unified Arts. So would Ms. Donor be included in that? I thought I heard yes for library, but I just want to clarify.
Well, yeah, so yes, if you do use library as a class, but in your case, it's beyond the 3.
Okay.
So we would use your PE and the other 2 traditional UA courses that you named.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
sorry to the library teacher. Oh, Jesse, I was hoping your daughter would make a cameo.
As soon as she saw I was in a meeting, she had to come say hi. You want to wave, Max? Say hi. Sorry, she just got home from school, so I had to pick her up.
Oh, no problem. Will there be any other questions? And thank you all for the thoughtful questions.
When can we expect to receive the presentation?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes. All right, well, if there's nothing further, I'd like to again thank you all for coming out, taking some time out of your day to spend with us here at Hartford Performs. I wish you all a wonderful school year. You all have my contact information. Please contact me at any time. You will see a lot of us this year. We're hoping to get out a little more regularly and into the school. So we are super excited this school year to be working with you and to be getting into your schools. And have a wonderful and safe school year. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you. We look forward to being with you this year again.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything you do for
everybody.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you, everyone. Take care.